Hello everyone. Today I shall read the last part of chapter 9, his travelogue. So 31/12/2015, the Simla Manali highway is one of the most picturesque road trips in India. It is a 265 kilometers tour which took us only 7 to 8 hours. Its scenic beauty kept us enthralled and tireless. We halted near lakes and valleys for photo shoots and tea and snacks. There is a picture of Ruplu staring at a hot tawa, the fry pan, with full of yummy tikkas, pav bhaji, aloo chaat, etc., as if he wanted to have a taste of all of them. On the other side of the road, Bhaskar and Paplu garlanded themselves with a moribund cobra, quite a huge one. I too gathered some courage to garland that slimy creature just for a few seconds. But those few moments are what makes the snake woman rich with their business, rupees 50 for each cobra garlanding. We reached Manali at night. It was New Year's Eve, and the tourists in the hotel rocked the dance floor, and we too joined them for some time and wished each other a very happy 2016. 1/1/2016. At dawn, Paplu woke up and asked us to rush to the terrace. What a breathtaking sight it was! Snow-clad Himalayan range with its peaks glowing with the rising sun was at a very close distance from the hotel. We couldn't believe our eyes. The beautiful mountains were so near to us. Ruplu, very delighted but lazily sat on a chair, was still feeling sleepy and gazed at the snow peaks, and Lola, with her multicolored ear-covering cap and pink muffler, sat cozily in another chair. She too fixed her eyes happily. Our first sight of the visit to Manali was the Solang Valley Snow Point. It offers mesmerizing views of glaciers and snow-capped mountains. On reaching, we put on the hired snowsuits and gumboots. I chose the dashing pink and violet colored suit that looked very attractive on me. We walked, sat, and even lay down on the soft white blanket. So chilling were the snowflakes that Ruplu got busy throwing the snowballs, Lola with the snowman, and handsome Paplu in a leather jacket, cargo trousers and boots posed for a few clicks. We then headed for the snow adventure. I tried the amateur skiing and yelled out my life when I fell with those long blades. Ruplu and Lola had a very happy snow scooter ride, and all of us enjoyed the Solang Valley cable car ride, which offered a riveting view. 2/1/2016. We set out to visit the Hidimba temple. It is a unique shrine dedicated to Hidimba Devi, the wife of Bhima and the mother of Ghatotkacha. Its wooden doorways, walls, and cone-shaped roof with tall cedar trees surrounding it adds to its uniqueness. It is like a gateway to nature. With great patience, Ruplu stood in the long queue to offer his prayers, and the deity in all her glory blessed him and the devotees with the inner peace. Our next attraction was the river Beas. There were huge boulders to sit on them and enjoy the cold touch of the rapids. Ruplu got a golden opportunity to waddle upon them and jump and hop about the stones and boulders, and I could see the happiness in him as he fulfills his dreams. The rejuvenated young spirit in me encouraged me to try the thrilling rope jump across the river Beas. My family was stunned to see me strapped to the rope and propel forward. Back to the hotel, we had a surprise birthday celebration for Paplu as our return journey was scheduled the following day and Paplu would drop back in Hamirpur and his birthday was on the 9th. Travel to Bangalore, March 2017. After Ruplu's HSLC examination, we went to Bangalore for cyberknife radiotherapy of his solitary right lung nodule. There we stayed in Sumi and Nilu's apartment. A couple of days passed shuttling to and from the hospital. In the evenings, Ruplu would not sit idle at home, and Sumi and Nilu entertained us with long drives and relishing Italian and South Indian dishes. We also went to the Sri Radhakrishna temple, one of the largest ISKCON temple in the world. It is an exquisite temple on the Hare Krishna hills, very beautifully decorated and illuminated. Flights of stairs led to the main deity of Sri Radha and Krishna idols. I was worried that Ruplu would be very tired treading up the stairs, but his stamina boosted him to seek the God's blessings. Travel to Jaipur and Jaisalmer 2017 to 2018. New Year comes and the whole world goes to merrymaking, decorations, lighting and celebrations in homes and restaurants. 31st 12 2017. Bhaskar, Ruplu and I celebrated 2018 New Year's Eve in Chowki, Dhani, dancing to the beat of Rajasthani folk music, relishing the Rajasthani delicacies, enjoying the bullock cart rides and Bhaskar and Ruplu's photo shoot in Rajasthani turban. 1/1/2018. We went to Amer Fort, a huge Mughal and Rajput architecture built of red sandstone and marble by Raja Man Singh. This opulent palace, laid out in 4 levels on a hilltop, is the principal tourist attraction. As we travelled up to the fort, we were amazed by the long trail of elephants covered with red-blue scarfs, carrying passengers uphill with grandeur. Ruplu's limp did not stop him from visiting every corner of the courtyard and shooting photographs of the royal elephants and colorful tourists. As he zoomed his Nikon camera to shoot the dazzling pink city from the fort, I captured his photo on my mobile. "Oh, Pooh, you looked so handsome in your black leather jacket." Jal Mahal, the majestic water palace that floats on the Sagar Lake, attracted several tourists for photography, and Ruplu was one of them. 2/1/2018. We flew to Jaisalmer. The airport there was so small that for a moment I felt we landed in some celebrity's personal property. Very few passengers and a hawker was selling tea in paper cups. It was a walking distance from the flight to the exit, and we walked with our trolleys, and to our astonishment we were in the midst of the Thar desert. The walkway with sandy soil on both sides greeted us to Jaisalmer. A cab sent by Paplu's friend from Rajasthan picked us up. Yes, it was a whole new experience and a memorable drive through the desert. Windmills and scanty stunted bushes, mainly cactuses, were to be seen. It was afternoon when we reached the Desert Gateway Resort opposite Sam Sand Dunes. We couldn't believe our eyes. Small cottages on one side and tent houses on the other, beautifully arrayed. The interior of the tents wore a royal look, the Maharaja-style bed and a European washroom that suited both the Indian and foreign tourists. Sam Sand Dunes, the sandy hillock for camel rides, were just across the road, and we could not wait any longer but to experience the camel rides. Huge crowds of camels with the professionals awaited, and visitors thronged. The fear factor gripped us as we climbed onto those long-legged tall creatures to take the rides and then to climb down without injuring ourselves. I was very much concerned about Ruplu, but his skills to get on a bicycle helped him to manage the ascent. I took a seat on the saddle in front of Ruplu. He clasped his arms around me, and as the camel raised itself from its sitting position, God saved us from being thrown out. I screamed my life out. It got up with its hind legs, and we were propelled forward, and when it raised its front legs, we were moved backwards. Soon the elegant rides up and down the sand hillocks, the mesmerizing sunset views, the long trail of camels with tourists captivated us. Ruplu, our photographer and selfie expert, captured every moment of our adventure. The descent was even more fearsome. The camel bent its front legs first and then its hind legs. Thus we were pushed forward and backward as we descended. It was so horrifying that we promised and said, "No more camel rides, no more camel rides." In the evening we attended the cultural function held in the open courtyard of the resort. We were greeted in the traditional Rajasthani style and were made to sit comfortably on the gaddis, that is the mattresses, by the side of the bonfire. Hot tea and spicy snacks rejuvenated us in the wintry chill of the desert. The folklore began, dancers danced and entertained us with the Ghumar dance, pot dance and dandiya, and for dinner we enjoyed the customary cuisine, though chicken was specially ordered for Pooh. 3/1/2018. After a delicious breakfast, we took a jeep safari to the Sam village, and Pooh stood on the rear end to enjoy the drive through the Thar. The Sam village wore a deserted look. We halted near the dispensary and had tea from a vendor. In the afternoon, Ruplu insisted on a camel cart ride, and yes was always the answer for him. It was the fast ride up and down the hillocks of Sam sand dunes. At places it stopped for the folk music. We were back to Jaipur on the 4th and returned to Guwahati on the 5th, carrying home wonderful memories. Oh God, that was the last and very last tour of Ruplu. How he wished to visit places north to south, east to west. He had plans to visit Kerala after his class 12 exams and Europe after Paplu was done with the GATE exams. But God planned his final tour to heaven to cherish the paradise. So this is the end of his travelogue. Meet you with the next chapter, that is the Valiant Warrior. Till then, stay safe and thank you for listening.